Om Shri Sai Namaha. Let's start chapter 41. Story of the picture, stealing the rags, and reading of Jnaneshwari. As stated in the last chapter, we continue here the story of the picture. 9 years after the occurrence of the incident depicted in the last chapter, Ali Muhammad saw Hemar Pant and related to him the following story. One day, while wandering in the streets of Bombay, he bought the picture from a street hawker. Then he framed it and set it on a wall in his house at Bandra, suburb of Bombay. As he loved Baba, he daily took darshan of it. 3 months before he gave the picture to Hemar Pant, he was suffering from an abscess or swelling on his leg for which an operation was performed, and he was bedridden in the house of his brother-in-law, Mr. Noor Muhammad Peer Bhoy, in Bombay. For 3 months his house in Bandra was closed and nobody was living there. Only the pictures of the famous Baba Abdul Rahman, Maulana Sahib Muhammad Hussain, Sai Baba, Baba Tajuddin and other saints living were there. The wheel of time did not even spare these. He was lying sick and suffering in Bombay. Why should the pictures suffer there in Bandra? It seems that they have also their ins and outs, births and deaths. All the pictures met their fate. But how Sai Baba's picture escaped it, nobody had been able to explain to me up till now. It shows the all-pervasiveness, omnipresence of Sai and his unsuitable power. He got a small picture of Saint Baba Abdul Rahman from Muhammad Hussain Tharia Topan many years ago. He gave it to his brother-in-law, Noor Muhammad Peer Bhoy, and it was lying on his table for 8 years. Once the latter saw it, took it to a photographer and got it enlarged to life size and distributed copies of the same amongst his relations and friends, including Ali Muhammad, who fixed it up in his Bandra house. Noor Muhammad was a disciple of Saint Abdul Rahman, and when he went to present the picture to his Guru in an open darbar held by him, the Guru got wild and ran to beat him and drove him out. He felt very sorry and dejected. He thought that he lost so much of his money and incurred his Guru's displeasure and anger. As his Guru did not like image worship, he took the enlarged picture with him to the Apollo Bandar and after hiring a boat went in it and drowned it in the sea. He requested the friends and relations to return their copies and after getting them back, had them thrown by a fisherman in the Bandra Sea. At this time, Ali Muhammad was in his brother-in-law's house. He was told by him that his suffering would come to an end if he would soon drown the pictures of the saints in the sea. Hearing this, Ali Muhammad sent his Mehta, manager, to his Bandra house and got all the pictures of the saints in his house thrown into the sea. When Ali Muhammad returned home, after 2 months, he was surprised to find Baba's picture on the wall as before. He did not understand how his Mehta took away all the pictures except this. He immediately took it out and kept it in his cupboard, fearing that if his brother-in-law saw it, he would do away with it. While he was thinking how it should be disposed of, and he would keep it and guard it well, Sai Baba himself, as it were, suggested to him that he should see and consult Maulana Ismu Mujawar and abide by his opinion. He saw the Maulana and told him everything. After mature consideration, they both decided that the picture should be presented to Anna Sahib, that means Hemar Pant, and that he would protect it well. Then they both went to Hemar Pant and presented the picture in the nick of time. This story shows how Baba knew all the past, present and future, and how skillfully he pulled the wires and fulfilled desires of his devotees. The following story shows that Baba liked very much those persons who took real interest in spiritual matters, and that he removed all their difficulties and made them happy. Stealing the rags and reading of Jnaneshwari. Mr. B.V. Dev, who was Mamlatdar of Dahanu, Thana district, wished for a long time to read Jnaneshwari, the well-known Marathi commentary on the Bhagavad Gita by Saint Jnaneshwar, along with other scriptures. He could read daily one chapter of the Bhagavad Gita and some portion of other books, but when he took Jnaneshwari in hand, some difficulties cropped up and he was precluded from reading it. He took 3 months' leave, went to Shirdi, and thence to his home at Paud for rest. He could read there other books, but when he opened Jnaneshwari, some evil or stray thoughts come crowding in his mind and stopped him in the effort. Try however he might, he was not able to read even a few lines of the book with ease. So he resolved in his mind that when Baba would create love for the book and would order him to read it, he would begin, and not till then. Then in the month of February 1914, he went with his family to Shirdi. There Jog asked him whether he daily read Jnaneshwari. Dev said that he was desirous of reading it, but he was not successful, and that only when Baba would order him to read it, he would commence. Jog then advised him to take a copy of the book and present it to Baba, and to start the reading after it was consecrated and returned by him. Dev then replied that he did not want to resort to this device, as Baba knows his heart. Would he not know his desire and satisfy it by giving him a clear order to read? Dev then saw Baba and offered 1 rupee as dakshina. Baba asked for rupees 20, which he gave. At night he saw one Balakram and inquired how he secured Baba's devotion and grace. Balakram told him that he would communicate everything next day after Aarti. When they went for darshan next day, Baba asked for rupees 20, which he gave willingly. As the masjid was crowded, they went aside and sat in a corner. Baba asked him to come close and sit with a calm mind, which Dev did. Then after the noon Aarti was over and after the men dispersed, Dev saw again Balakram and asked him his previous history, what Baba told him and how he was taught meditation. Balakram was going to reply when Baba sent one Chandru, a leper devotee, to call Dev to him. When Dev went to Baba, the latter asked him when and with whom and what he was talking. He said that he talked with Balakram and heard from him his fame. Then Baba asked again rupees 25 as dakshina, which Dev gladly gave. Then Baba took him inside and sitting near the post charged him, saying, "You stole away my rags without my knowledge." Dev denied all knowledge of the rags, but Baba asked him to make a search. He searched but found none. Then Baba got angry and said, "There is nobody here. You are the only thief. So grey-haired and old, you came here for stealing." After this, Baba lost his temper, got terribly wild, gave all sorts of abuses and scoldings. They remained silent and watching, and thought that he might get a beating also. After about an hour or so, Baba asked him to go to the Wada. He returned to the Wada and told Jog and Balakram all that had happened. Then in the afternoon Baba sent for all and they also, and said that his words might have pained the old man Dev, but as he committed the theft, he could not but speak out. Then Baba asked again for rupees 12. Dev collected the amount, paid it, and prostrated himself before him. Then Baba said to him, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." Then Baba said, Go on daily reading the Pothi Jnaneshwari. Go and sit in the Vada. Read something regularly every day, and while reading, explain the portion read to all with love and devotion. I am sitting here ready to give you the whole gold embroideried shela, means valuable shawl. Then why go to others to steal rags? And why should you get into the habit of stealing? Dev was much pleased to hear the words of Baba, for he asked him to start reading Pothi Jnaneshwari. He thought that he got what he wanted and that he could read the book with ease thenceforth. He again prostrated himself before Baba and said that he surrendered himself to him and that he should be treated as a child and be helped in his reading. He realized then what Baba meant by stealing the rags. What he asked Balakram constituted the rags, and Baba did not like his behavior in this respect, as he was ready to answer any question. He did not like him to ask others and make unnecessary enquiries, and therefore he harassed and scolded him. They thought that he really did not harass and scold him, but taught that he was ready to fulfill his desires, and there was no use asking others in vain. Dev took these scoldings as flowers and blessings and went home satisfied and contented. The matter did not end here. Baba did not stop with only issuing an order to read. Within a year, he went to Dev and inquired about his progress. On 2nd April 1914, on Thursday morning, Baba gave him a dream vision. He sat on the upper floor and asked him whether he understood the Pothi. Dev answered, "No." Then Baba said, "Then when are you going to understand?" Dev burst into tears and said, "Unless you shower your grace, the reading is mere worry and the understanding is still more difficult. I say this definitely." Baba said, "While reading, you make haste. Read it before me, in my presence." Dev said, "What shall I read?" Baba said, "Read Adhyatma, spiritualism." They went to bring the book when he opened his eyes and was awakened. We leave the readers to imagine what ineffable joy and bliss they felt after this vision. Bow to Shri Sai. Peace be to all. Sai Natharpanamastu. Shubham Bhavatu.